or cheese? What do you think here? Okay. Get everything in position. Okay.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my. That ain't cheese. Oh, that's not cheese. Oh, that smells like burnt farts. No offense to anyone's foot.
Wait, burnt fart. That smells like burnt farts. I've never heard of a description such as that. Burnt
And again,
farts.
I'm not at all trying to offend anybody.
Yeah. You know, I do smell. Actually, now that you mention it, I'm starting to myself actually get the aroma of, good Lord.
That was actually.
My gosh.
That smells like a dead body.
Holy cow. Oh, my
You gotta
God.
go to a doctor.
Oh, my gosh. That
Gotta
is.
see a podiatrist.
Sweet, what the? Oh, my gosh.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Good morning. Welcome to the KVJ show. Happy Thursday. How y'all doing today?
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah. Big stuff here.
Whoop, whoop, Thursday.
That's right. Getting on to the weekend. You guys all looking ahead to any big plans this weekend? What's going down?
I can't wait to see Chewy at Paws in the Park.
Yeah.
I hear he's going to be there.
You still going to do that, you think?
I'm
or-
thinking about it.
Okay.
I don't know. Sunday will be game, or is it Sunday or Saturday?
That's Saturday.
I
If
better-
you go Sunday, you're late. And
Boy,
in
this
trouble.
event tanked, huh?
We could have told him Sunday just now.
What a terrible event.
Kind of would have been cozy. I'm like, all right, I'll just get some breakfast now.
Just walking along Carlin Park all by himself.
Well, I love it because if I want to get out of there early, I'll just tell the boss, hey, look, Chewy's acting just crazy. I got to get out of here.
It's a good strategy until you let the boss know on the radio.
Are they listening?
You can't reveal your secret plans to everyone.
You do that all the time.
I know, I do.
Now, Virginia, you said that we got a nice little positive update on the Bahamas and
Yes.
the KVJ 48 to rebuild the Bahamas. The 48 hours we spent on the radio raised $200,000 to help the town of West End on Grand Bahama, rebuilding schools and homes and everything else to get the community back up and going after Hurricane Dorian.
Yes, so we have sent over 4 giant shipping containers filled with all kinds of stuff from plywood to shingles to textbooks for the school to appliances. Now we're sending over more building materials because that's the phase we're in now. So we've pretty much got everything at the school ready to go.
Okay.
We're redoing the teacher bathrooms. We're putting new AC in that area.
Very nice.
We're redoing the bleachers outside for the kids. We're doing all these different projects. All the insulation is heading over right now.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a lot of projects. So we're also putting new windows in the school, new paint on areas of the school where the paint was all messed up. We're going to redo their sign for the elementary school because it got knocked down.
Yep.
And we've spent a lot of money. All we have remaining now at this point is about $22,000.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we have spent a good bit of money on doing wonderful things and helping not only the school, but also individuals.
Yep.
The elders of the church picked 3 of the oldest members of the community that could not do the work themselves and said, hey, will you fix up these 3 houses? I've got great before pictures. I'm going to show you some great after pictures as soon as they're done.
Oh, that's
so
fantastic.
You can see like where the drywall went, where the 2x4s, where the shingles, where the plywood, where all this stuff went. You'll be able to see the specific before and afters.
We've had photos, videos of all that stuff. You can go onto our Facebook page, and we'll do, when it's all said and done, we'll put it all together in one place where you can see everything we did with the money that we raised.
Absolutely. I might go back over there during Christmas and New Year's if anybody wants to go.
That'd be great.
To get an
Yeah,
update and
love
get
to.
new pictures and new video because KVJ takes a little break around that time. So
I was talking to a woman here from the Bahamas the other day, and she was just talking about in her town, it was hit a little bit harder, I think, even than West End, and they finally got their first grocery store up and running this last week, and it was a huge deal. Stocked shelves with food. This is the first first time that they've been able to go, and it was a Bahamian-owned grocery store, so they really liked having that. So the community's like, okay, pieces are starting to now pop back up of some kind of normalcy that we take for granted, just being able to walk into, Publix or Whole Foods and get whatever we want. And,
You're right.
They just got that this week in that town.
And until the tourists come back, the people, by and large, don't have jobs.
Sure.
We're employing some people. We are paying some people to do the labor of fixing up some of these homes and fixing up the roof at the school. But, I mean, until we get tourism back over there in the Bahamas, these people are still out of work.
Yeah, big time. That's the way it goes.
If you're thinking about a little trip, take a trip to the Bahamas. Infuse some money into their economy this holiday. They would love it.
Absolutely.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in a second in your Dirt of the Day, Jennifer Lopez giving us a little shocking revelation in the new issue of Hollywood Reporter. I'll tell you what that is coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, it looks like Pink and Chris Stapleton took the stage last night at the CMAs to perform. Now, is this a new song they're going to do together?
Virginia, I have no idea because I don't know anything about Chris Stapleton and I don't know that much about Pink.
Will they release it on the radio?
That's a good question. Probably, but probably not.
Are they friends in real life?
They are, but not real sure.
What were they wearing?
They had a lot of pink and green on, but then again, those details are also fuzzy.
Okay. All right. I not heard that song.
That's one of those songs I would like it if I saw it live, but if it was regular studio version on the radio, I would turn it off. You ever have those kind of songs?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's something when you just, because I think what it is you're watching them, you're appreciating the musical skill that it takes. And there's a difference. There are songs that you can appreciate that you don't love. And I think that's what you're talking about.
Like that one song, Is It In My Blood? I hate that song. But when Miley Cyrus and that cat, they did it together, I really enjoyed the performance. And I hate that song.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus is fun to watch sing live. So is Pink.
Yes.
You see the emotion on their faces. They're like acting out the words as they sing them.
And then there's some songs that I didn't like until I saw the video, and the video helped me like the song. It's weird.
Yeah, that's why they do videos.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, the psychology of music.
Thank you for mansplaining music videos.
I don't love a mansplain. I'm just kind of talking about my emotions about it.
Mm-hmm.
We told you this story a few weeks ago about how Christy Brinkley's ex-husband was dating a much younger girl. Now, we had heard that she was 21. Okay, so Christy Brinkley is 65. Her ex-husband, Peter, is 60. And we had heard that his girlfriend is 21, which is the same age as his daughter.
Okay.
Now we're hearing that was actually a lie. She's not 21. She's 20.
Oh, she's got to be so bummed out.
She's younger than his daughter.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's gross.
That is so gross.
Yeah,
I mean, Kevin, that's like you
I
dating
know.
a girl that's younger than your daughter, Caitlin.
Yeah, no, it took me there mentally, and it was not a fun trip. Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
Do you have heart-to-hearts about stuff? I mean, do you talk about matters of the heart type things, or is it strictly a business thing?
I don't know.
I don't understand how you relate or like what your common ground is, or I don't know.
You're probably he's probably nice to her and buys her stuff, and she's just like, okay, this is cool.
Yes, he announced their engagement while vacationing in Greece, a trip that he paid for, gave her a 6-carat diamond ring.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't fall in love.
Yeah,
but
that's fascinating.
it's fascinating.
Fascinating. And finally here, Jennifer Lopez talking details in the new issue of The Hollywood Reporter, revealing that she experienced harassment when a director asked her to take her top off. Now, they were not doing any kind of script read-through. There was no other actors there. He just wanted to see her naked. And there was another female in the room at the time. She says she can't believe that he did this, but the Bronx in her came out and she stood up for herself and said, no, I wish she would name who this guy is. I mean, if you're going to talk about it, name names.
Well, that's the big complaint about people when they talk about this stuff. They're very ambiguous with their details, and then I was, well, name the name then. If they're bad and holding people back,
exactly.
Now you're letting them continue to do that.
They're getting away with it if they haven't been brought down yet. Let's name some names, J-Lo.
We're living in a time where you can bring people down now.
You can say what happened. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day, brought to you by the Paws in the Park. It happens this Saturday all day long, so bring out the kids and the pets and have a fun day with us. Carlin Park in Jupiter on Saturday.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
So last night I was running a little late for the Weird and Whatever podcast, and I'm cleaning up and I'm getting all my trash out, and I didn't have time to go out to the dumpster, so I tied up my trash, which had a lot of gross frozen pizza. I ended up getting this DiGiorno pizza that was just miserable. It tasted like cardboard. And for me not to like it, it's got to be terrible. So I'm putting all that in a bag, and I don't take it out of the dumpster, and I leave it out by my gate, and I leave it overnight. So this morning, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I go downstairs to take care of Chewy. I'm rubbing on him, and I look down. I see something in the corner of my eye, and I thought it was a leg at first. It's outside. I go,
A leg?
I thought it was a leg. And it is the biggest possum you've ever seen. He clawed through this bag that had 2 bags over it, and he is perched up eating a slice of pizza.
The DiGiorno?
Yes.
Oh, well, somebody liked it.
I didn't have my phone with me. It was upstairs, and as soon as I moved, he saw me moving. He scampered off. But it was such one of those moments like, oh, man, I wish I had my phone. Possum eating a pizza? That's got to go viral, right?
Possum pizza?
Yes.
Was there trash everywhere?
Oh, it was awful. It was like 3:30 in the morning. I'm cleaning stuff up. I'm hosing it down.
There's no way that in the possum community you don't have the reputation for having the best garbage on the block.
There's no doubt about it.
They'll be back.
Well, I think the rats are going to get with the possums
Yeah.
and say, this guy really is the snack king. Just hang around.
You need to leave like some more pizza out there, but this time be ready with your camera.
I kind of agree, and I want to make it even more slice-like so he can really hold, because he was kind of mashed up.
Don't tell him, but set it up like a photo shoot.
I will.
You can have like a backdrop. You can put the pizza there. You can have the lighting there, and then boom, you just jump by your sliding glass door and get the good picture.
I have never lived in a place where it had so many different kind of animal stuff going on.
Yeah.
The duck stuff is going on, although ever since Kevin talked about the ducks being extinct.
Duck trapper in our
I
neighborhood,
haven't seen one damn duck at our place.
If
Yeah,
you like
duck trap.
ducks, just know your HOA is paying for your duck removal. So you're basically paying to kill ducks.
And it's weird too. Every single morning, right at 5:15 or about 5:20, if you look out my sidewalk, it's the same snail walking across to my neighbor's house. It's got the
He's
same.
still traveling.
It's got this. It's like he's coming
move
home.
slow.
He's coming home from the snail bar, and it's so bizarre. We're on the same schedule.
He's partying.
I know. I love it.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I've got a little PSA for all the basic white girls like me that love pumpkin spice.
Okay.
Yesterday, Bluebell Ice Cream was here at the radio station, and they do this every so often. They bring by the new flavors so we can try them, and I appreciate it because I love ice cream. And they brought by some stuff that I've tried before, but they brought by something that I've never tried before, spiced pumpkin pecan from Bluebell. If you like pumpkin and you like pecans, this is your new favorite ice cream. You heard it here, white girls.
I was so bummed out because they also had a Christmas cookie ice cream, and I thought that's what I had grabbed. I had grabbed pumpkin. I thought about that a lot.
Well, Kevin didn't want any, so
blew it, yeah.
I
I did.
grabbed 2 pumpkins.
I blew it.
I actually wanted some. It's just not on the keto diet, so.
Someone was asking me about your keto diet. Is this a complete lifestyle change forever, or are you just doing it to see how your body looks eventually?
Right now, it's a temporary, seeing how I feel with it, how it works. The dietitian is kind of helping me and giving me guidance as I ask him questions. He is keto all the time, and that's his lifestyle, and it keeps him lean, and he likes it. So, if it's something that works, works, and I might go long term. But right now, it's just to see what happens.
Do you have to do that fasting with the keto, or is that just something you're adding with
That's
it?
just something I'm adding with it. Yeah. Talking to him at a little bit more depth to it. Sorry to hijack your conversation, Virginia, but
No, I don't care.
She does it to you all the time.
yeah, okay.
I'm fine.
Sometimes when you do the fasting a little bit is your body's working hard to digest food. And when it's not, and it's gone through that process, then it can do other things and repair other things in your body that's going on. So it's like going, cool, okay, I don't have to worry about digestion right now. I can take care of some other things and help the body run more efficiently. So that's why some people do the fasting.
That oddly makes sense.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're a machine.
That your body is a machine. Yeah. As soon as you realize that your body is a machine and how you take care of it and sleep, food, diet, all those kind of things, that it'll run better and you'll feel better and life will be better, then the easier. It took me a long time to solve that.
Are you sleeping better?
Yes.
We'll get back to you, Virginia, but
I mean,
And then
the next thing to do is to give us a little taste. You got to show off this body. If you feel smaller, let us be the judge.
yeah, we still are keeping a under construction cloth on this thing. So
yeah, the days of the Kevin Ralston going shirtless are very few and far between. I remember it used to get shirtless all the time with me.
Well,
Yes.
Christmas is coming. You want to give us all a gift?
I don't know that it'll be ready for Christmas.
I would love to do a little KVJ naughty Christmas photo shoot again, like we did back in.
It's been a while, yeah.
08.
Triple Xmas
Yes.
has been
All
a
right,
while.
I'll stop eating now, and then I won't eat till Christmas. Let's do this.
I'm with you. I about had a meltdown yesterday, like you had one in Orlando about being fat.
I just need to stop.
I do too.
For me, it's all about food, making bad choices. I love to make bad choices, but I've just been making them too consistently now.
I ordered Burger King at 10 o'clock last night and spent $50. I got to make an adjustment.
For one person?
Yes, I'm an animal.
Virginia, did you have anything that you wanted to add in here?
No, the ice cream.
You're good. Okay. that was
White
it.
girls, gather yourselves at the nearest place that sells Bluebell and grab spiced pumpkin pecan ice cream. You will be so happy.
Kind of want to cut her off. I kind of felt like it was.
Yeah, you're like,
The
okay, we've had
conversation,
enough.
it ran
Yeah.
its course.
Okay.
Well, sorry. You're not a white girl. I'm not talking to you.
I don't get this white. What are you talking about, white girl? And
Apparently, if you're any other race, you don't like the ice cream.
that's so ridiculous.
It's a joke.
I know, but I don't get it though.
Because you're dumb.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
Whoa.
I was telling her how she looked nice.
Step
during-
back.
Yeah, during
Yeah.
commercial break.
Yeah. Good luck, huh?
I just don't get your jokes, dog.
Yeah. It's not a two-way street, that compliment thing. Yeah, talking about just kind of the lifetime of the diet and everything. If you don't know, like, yeah, I was a only child, and I was a chubby child for a long time. And it really wasn't until I got into my teen years and I was kind of, when you get to that age, you're a little bit more responsible for your own diet. Up until then, you just kind of like eat whatever's in front of you or whatever your parents are buying kind of thing.
And you love sweets.
Oh, big
and
time.
Kids don't know better.
Yeah.
That kids crave sweets.
And at that age, you're probably trying to look better because you're into girls now.
That's what
Yeah.
really happened when you started liking girls, and I was like going, okay, this body's not helping. Yeah, that's when I
not getting
realized.
no play.
Yeah, that's when I realized change needed to be made. Until I was into girls, I didn't care. But Little Debbie was my girl.
Didn't some girls say something mean to you?
Yeah, I was at a church camp with a buddy of mine, and there were these two girls, and I'm like going, oh, these girls are kind of cute. And my friend was a skinny, cute kid, and he's like going, yeah, this is my brother. She's like going, he can't be your brother. He's too fat. And I was like,
How old are you?
I was probably 12,
Oh,
right
devastating.
around there.
Devastating.
It was, yeah, that was probably about the height of my fatness right around
No
there.
macking for you at church camp.
Yeah, no, that was a tough one to take.
Unless there's mac and cheese.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I saw this. Only children, they say, are up to 7 times more likely to be obese because their parents tend to spoil them.
Doting on them. They're the only one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can, and not that my parents were doing that. I don't know it was intentional. I didn't feel that way, but as being an only child, which I am, there may have been some kind of play into that. They looked at kids and found that 37% of only children were obese compared to only 5% of kids with siblings. That's a 32% difference.
Wow.
Well, the stats don't lie on that one then.
Yeah, that's pretty legit. And coming as an only fat child, I am part of those statistics. I am part of that 37%.
He believes.
I believe in these numbers.
I kind of get it because I had a big family and we were always fighting for food.
There's less to go
There
around.
was.
It might be. I think part of it, too, comes into play for me. I had a neighborhood, luckily, where there are a lot of kids to go play with, but as an only child, you find boredom happens more frequently. You're not distracted. And so when your mind is like, I'm just sitting here, hey, let's get a bag of chips. Let's house the whole thing.
I do that. I eat out of boredom sometimes.
Yes. And I think that might have been part of it for me as an only child. You're just like, what can I do? Oh, let's go eat. That's kind of fun. So they say families with multiple kids eat out less, and they plan meals in advance, while parents of only children tend to spoil their kids and let them eat more unhealthy foods like cookies and soda.
I can totally see it.
Yeah. So if you've only got one child, or, you plan on not having any more, just kind of be aware that seems to be a trend that parents will do when they only have one kid.
When you were fat, Kevin, did you do anything other than change your diet to lose the weight? Did you exercise at all?
No, I didn't exercise. I just kind of kept myself busy. And really what turned the course for me, and that's why I do believe boredom was a big part of it, because I lost a ton of weight. I think it was about 75 pounds I lost over the summer of my 8th to 9th grade year. Yeah, I came back a different kid.
That's, life-changing.
But I got a moped. And so I was actually, for the first time, mobile. And my mom, they're not real active people. And so, a lot of times when they're not running around, I'm just sitting at home with nothing to do. But when I had a moped, I get up every single day and I wouldn't even think to eat. Vroom, and I'd just take off. And I remember I'd go some days and I'd be like, I forgot to eat today. I was running around.
My dad said he went to school with a kid in 8th grade where he was really, really chubby and husky. And he ended up swimming for 2 months over the summer and came back just like this chiseled workout guy. And people are like, who are you?
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
You can do that. You can change your body in a few months if you go full gorilla.
That's a good age because you are growing at that point. You turn a lot of your food into muscle or things like that your body's using anyway. And you can really get fully committed, I think, for the first time. And that's about the first time when kids can really start doing weights and things like that, about that age. So, hey, taken from a former fat kid, there is hope. My chubby children. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, going to get some comments. This is kind of fun. I started thinking about this. Do you ever have a teacher in middle school or high school that just gave you a random item for their hall pass if you had to go to the bathroom? They would give you like an inflatable duck and you're like, okay. And you're walking down the hall with it. It's kind of funny. I just threw it out on Facebook last night. It's pretty humorous. There are a lot of teachers that do this. The weird random items you were given as a hall pass back in school coming up. I forgot all about this. Back in middle and high school, you would often have that one teacher, and I don't know if they were just goofy or they just hated when kids would ask to go to the bathroom in the middle of class. So they would have this strategy where they would come up with something awful to be the hall pass. So you'd have to lug down the hall that would probably embarrass you or just something you didn't want to take with you. So maybe that would deter the request to go to the bathroom in the middle of class. That probably was the strategy.
Sure.
But, the creative teachers would come up with something fun or funny that, you'd see kids lugging stuff down the hallway in middle and high school. They're like going, you would know exactly when you saw whose teacher it was. So we asked the question on the KVJ Show Facebook page, what odd item did your teacher use for their hall pass when you were in school? Do you remember what it was? Some of the comments we got, and this probably was the number one. Somebody named Rant on Facebook said a toilet seat. It was 8th grade science at Loggers Run Middle School, and that's what we had. And there were a ton of comments. A lot of teachers used a toilet seat.
You know what? Yeah, I had a school like that that did a toilet seat. That was the actual hall pass.
So cumbersome.
It is, and it's kind of embarrassing.
It is. I think that's what it is. A lot of these hall passes are cumbersome and embarrassing, and thus you're like, okay, maybe I'll hold it and just go during the middle of class.
Well, then I wonder why people have poop phobia and go into the bathroom in public. It's because of that stuff.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help walking down the hall. Rebecca said we got a taxidermied raccoon. That was our hall pass. You'd have to take to the toilet with you.
That's awful.
That is awful.
Jada said in our auto mechanic academy, they gave you rims to carry around the hall.
Oh, my God.
So you get a full out like rim you would put on a car tire.
Those things are heavy.
Amy said the hall pass they got was a plunger. You would take that with you to the bathroom.
That's gross.
Oh.
Kim said our hall pass was a large orange parking cone. Pretty good having to drag that down.
Cumbersome.
Yeah. Michelle said a biology teacher I work with gives students bones from his skeleton model to walk around with. I saw a little kid in the hall with a foot.
I just have to pee.
Mm-hmm. Jennifer said, for our hall pass, we got a hollowed out old video camera. I always felt like a damn perv with it in the restroom. You're walking in with a video camera.
Say cheese.
Hey, everybody. Dina said, a puppet is what we had. And the teacher would tell us, the puppet is watching you, so you better not get lost.
Oh,
Creepy.
that's going to cause constipation for kids.
She said, yeah, the teacher was weird AF. Oh, the 90s. She said the same teacher would give you a hall pass if you gave her a neck massage during class, and it was for boys only. Looking back, WTF, how did this stuff happen?
Oh, my
Welcome to the
God.
90s.
Yeah, I had a teacher where she was always, and she was older too, and she's always getting massages.
Not before you give me a massage.
Yeah, it was
But only from the boys?
Yes.
Oh.
same with this teacher, only from the boys. It was always a neck massage, and she would really, like, her eyes would roll back.
so
It was
good.
weird.
Yeah. Here's your hall pass.
It's Mary Kay Letourneau Light.
Yeah.
Chandra said, yeah, we got an old metal Army helmet. Mr. Lott's American History Honors. Very cool teacher. So that is kind of
That's
neat.
cool.
Yeah.
What kid wouldn't like an army helmet? That's pretty awesome.
Amanda said on our Facebook page, what odd item did your teacher use for their hall pass when you were in school? She said, one of my high school teachers had a hall pass t-shirt. It was a tie-dye shirt that said, if I'm gone longer than 5 minutes, I probably had to poop.
Oh, that's funny though.
She claimed she would regularly take the shirt home to wash it, but I didn't believe her because it had a weird smell to it. Yeah, you got to keep in mind, all these hall passes are accumulating germs as you're taking
So
them.
much germs.
Yeah, it's not smelling good. And Steven said, we got a Winnie the Pooh stuffed doll. 1 year Pooh was bear-napped, and there was a ransom note and all. Winnie made his way back home on homecoming week. It was kind of epic, so.
That's fun.
Yeah, so some fun stuff. If you want to add to the discussion, you got to jump into the KVJ Show Facebook page. Go, make sure you follow us. Just look for the KVJ Show on Facebook. Talking about those really big, weird hall passes you used to get back in middle and high school. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, we were always told that the reason for the giant hall pass was so that nobody would steal it. Students would like to steal the bathroom hall pass as a joke, and they figured if it was really big and bulky, then nobody would steal it. You'd notice if it was missing.
Got it.
I know back in my days, if teachers didn't do it right, those hall passes would go missing, and then you would use them throughout the rest of the day or whatever. You would just take them because we had like yellow sheets. It was a hall pass, so you just kind of like flash it. It's kind of like a lot of things. People don't really sit there and read it. They're like, oh, okay, you got a hall pass, you're fine. You can keep on going. Somebody said I had a teacher that put the hall pass, which was a piece of wood, in a tarantula tank. So you had to stick your hand in the tank when you needed to go to the bathroom.
That teacher's sick.
That's unreal.
That's like Saw.
Oh, my gosh. Someone else texted and said, yeah, we had pink fuzzy handcuffs, which looking back, that was pretty weird.
That is very weird.
Okay, your teacher's a little freaky.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody else said that they had to give their teacher their left shoe is a hall pass.
Now you got to walk in the bathroom with just your sock foot?
Okay, some of these stories, it makes sense why there's like newer rules with teachers.
Right, why we started to
little
crack
stricter.
down a little bit on some of the weirdness of these teachers. Yep. Got a couple birthdays going down today, like Josh Duhamel is turning 47. Prince Charles is now 71 years old, and he ain't getting that throne. If he does, he'll be 90.
The Queen Mother's like, no, you can't be trusted. You're too messy.
She's like, yeah.
I'm not dying.
She is not dying because she's like, Yeah, it's amazing. She's like 200 years old, and he's like, clock's ticking, 71. Happy Sweet 16 to Madeline. Can't wait to spend next week with you in L.A. All
Ooh,
right,
that
or
sounds
Los Angeles.
fun.
That's from Mommy Amanda Frost, a.k.a. your favorite Jaeger house bartender. There you go, Virginia. Maybe you know Amanda. Also,
Oh, I do.
you do? Okay.
Yes. That's from my Oktoberfest crew.
That's what I figured, yes.
Yeah.
The Baron Jaeger shots.
Those girls know how to pour heavy-handed, and I like it.
Aiden, having a very happy 12th birthday. Love you, buddy. From Tia, Yami, and your cousin Zach and Connor. Also, Fabian, happy birthday from Mommy, Tio, Grandma, Grandpa. We all love you from New York to Florida. Happy birthday to my son, Anthony. Lots of love from his mom, Trish and Matt. 14th going out to Camilla. Actually, it's the 13th on the 14th. Lots of love from Mom, Dad, Isabella, Easy, and Kokosi, Frank Jr. Also, happy 14th birthday to Angela from Mom, Dad, sisters Bruno, and Nibla. There you go. Got a birthday you want on the KVJ show? You can let us know all about it. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. Just wanted to give you an update and say a big time thank you so much. Yesterday, maybe you heard us talking about this story we had heard of one of the workers from Joseph's Classic Market. And he's expecting a baby, and his baby mama, they got a very sad diagnosis that the baby's going to be born with spina bifida. And at the Feastal Italy, he was upset, obviously. You can't blame him for that. And it touched Virginia's heart, and the word kind of like started going around, be like, how can we help out? Because they found out about this prenatal surgery that you could do to correct the problems of the spina bifida. And they do it in Miami at the Natal Institute. And they found out the cost, and they worked through the insurance, and they said, okay, $25,000. If we could get that within this time window, we could get this procedure done for this guy. And so we just brought this to the radio yesterday and said, hey, if you have the means, if you could help, if you know anybody that would help, please do. And 182 people have now donated, and we're past the $13,000 mark to get to the $25,000. We got to do it by the end of the show tomorrow. But if we can, then they can get this procedure done, and it will radically change this baby's life.
Yeah, we don't know, what the procedure will do and what it will eliminate. The quality of life for kids that have this in vitro surgery in the womb is amazing. We were talking to Dr. Quintero, who runs the Fetal Institute in Miami, and he and his team, they developed this technology that is just absolutely amazing that you can even do this, where they go in microscopically and they change the way the spine is. They change the vulnerability of it, and they change this baby's quality of life.
Yeah, we asked him the question, just said, okay, what does this really mean in terms that we would understand? So this will be a drastic change on this baby's life as to whether or not it gets this procedure.
Exactly. Before any of this had been developed, babies were born and they only had surgery after birth. So whatever happened in utero had happened. If you operate on these babies before they are born, they do better than if operated after birth.
They can heal better.
And they can heal better, and they have a better likelihood of walking, et cetera, et cetera.
So, I mean, $25,000. Wouldn't any expectant mother, wouldn't any father who had a baby on the way say, I will gladly figure out a way to pay this $25,000 to make sure that my baby doesn't have all of the horrible effects of spina bifida?
Yeah.
Even if we can just cut those terrible effects in half, isn't it worth it?
Yep.
It's $25,000. Now, Elizabeth and her man are not people of means. They don't have $25,000. But they got in touch with us through Little Smiles and said, please, can you help us? So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help them get the $25,000. We need to get it by Friday so we can get this surgery and change this baby's quality of life.
Here's what you do. It's a text number 44321. It's KVJ Surgery. Text the word KVJ Surgery, one word, KVJ Surgery, to 44321. Whatever you can donate, pass the word to other people as well.
And keep in mind, too, it's the end of the year. Your donation to Little Smiles is 100% tax deductible. So this can be a write-off for you as well. Again, text the word KVJ Surgery to 44321.
Are you ready to laugh?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, I need
The
it.
humor's about to flow.
Yeah, Denny's is bragging again in the hallway about how these jokes are, quote, fire.
Fire. They should. They are.
They're lit.
They are. Okay, it's Dennys Homemade Joke Jury here. His job is to try to get us to crack and laugh up. Myself, Virginia, and Jay Bird. If we do, we're eliminated from the joke jury. He wants a clean bench when it's all said and done. 5 jokes for you. What's your joke number 1, Dennys?
What did the nerd say when his robot girlfriend unexpectedly freaked out?
I don't know. What did he say?
Glitches be crazy.
That's just good. Good smart
Glitches,
comedy.
yeah, glitches be crazy.
That's good stuff. That's Seinfeld level.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Second joke for you guys. What do dogs drink when they want to party?
I don't know. What do they drink?
White paw.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt a White Claw connection coming in there. Yeah.
It's for
It's
paws in the park.
Yeah,
I had to
topical.
throw a dog
Italian,
joke in
I
there.
get it.
Very topical.
White paw.
Yeah, okay.
Third joke. What happened when the fisherman caught his wife cheating?
I don't know what happened.
He was reeling.
Oh, get it? Little fishing humor? Right?
Virginia does it.
Oh.
She wants to not make him feel bad.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
get it.
She does this weird. Sounds like a drunk cat purring.
I might be.
White paw.
Fourth joke. Where can you look if you miss an email about pork?
I never do.
You look.
You look in the spam folder.
Okay, yeah, you do. Yes. Hate to miss
That's
those.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Final joke for you guys. What observed holiday month do squirrels fast?
I don't know. What to observe holiday month do squirrels fast?
No Nut November.
Okay. All right. There you go. Yes. All right. Very nice. That was a fire round
That was awesome.
right there.
You did good, kid.
Thanks.
That was a fire round. Very nice. Thank you very much, Dennis. Always love these, the mean tweets that you get on Jimmy Kimmel Live. They did kind of an all musicians version of the mean tweets. They had artists that you'd recognize. Billie Eilish was in there, Chance the Rapper. They had Green Day, Luke Bryan, John Mayer was one, and they were reading all these like critical tweets about themselves. Okay, it is funny when people are so mean. We've got our own version here of kind of mean tweets. We get mean tweets, we get mean texts, we get mean Instagram posts, we get mean emails.
Mean
too.
comments on YouTube.
Would you
Yeah.
say it goes texting service, probably the meanest of comments?
Most frequent, yes.
Because people, I think, they grab their phone and it's so immediate.
Yes.
Like, tell Virginia.
Passionate, right there. Yeah. Right in
Tell
front
me
of them.
what? Tell me.
YouTube can be pretty mean and terrible. as
Oh,
well.
YouTube, because you also bring people who don't listen to the show sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, what is this crap?
Yeah, that's kind of a tough one as well. So, yeah, we get them from everywhere. So, thank you very much. We say, hey, what are we going to do with all this nastiness? Well, let's turn it into a song.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Kevin, you try to sound smart, but you are dumber than a box of rocks, sweetie. The smartest thing you and your show could do is retire. Time to hang it up, boomer.
You hate the KVJ show.
Virginia, you and the dirt of the day suck. I hate that you get so much mic time. Your voice is awful, and I hope it's permanently damaged.
You hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Tell Butt Chin Pennington to shut up. He's the worst part of the show. Jason is only on the air so Kevin and Virginia can make fun of how stupid and simple-minded he is.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Dennys, quit doing Joke Jury. It's horrible, not funny. In fact, that pot-smoking loser makes me cringe anytime he talks. Bring back producer Heather, because Dennys is the worst.
You hate us, you hate the
Come on.
KVJ show.
That sucks.
Oh, man. Got a couple viral videos that everybody seems to be talking about today. One is, I guess, pretty gross. I guess. If you've not seen her, there's a YouTuber named Paige Ginn, and it's the gender reveal. It seems like it's popping up everywhere. You're on social media. You've probably seen it. She's the one that is laying on the floor, stomach down, and she doesn't have any pants on.
She's naked.
Yeah.
From the waist down.
From the waist down, yeah. So you see her butt.
Completely.
Yeah, you do. And then all of a sudden there's a puff of blue smoke, and you're like, going, what? Because I watch it without any context, because it is eye-catching. As I'm flipping through like my Twitter feed, I'm like, oh, wait, what is this? And all of a sudden the puff of blue smoke, I'm like, wait, did she fart? I'm like, oh, yeah, she did. I'm like, why is it blue? Oh, this is a gender reveal. This is disgusting.
So what did they do? Did their friends pour in a powder or something?
You could probably do it with pixie sticks.
Oh my god!
There's probably a lot of different powders you could use.
Or you could dye baby powder.
So her friends knew what the answer was, and they put it They put it
I don't
in?
know what they knew. I think they knew what was going on. I think they were like, hey, here's a gender reveal. Just wait. I don't know. The question is, does she fart that much or did they have to wait a long time? That was one of my first questions if we were talking to her.
Well, and do you believe the authenticity of a girl who's saying to you, I didn't tell my friends it was going to be blue. They had to wait to see.
Yes.
Yeah, something about this. Yeah, it does scream, I want to go viral.
Oh, it was without a doubt done for that, but it got attention because that is one of the things that is just crazy today is these gender reveals. I'd shown you the photos from, I was in Delray Beach on Sunday, and somebody had rented a plane, and they were dragging behind it, said, it's a boy on there. I'm like, gosh, I mean, that's not cheap.
No.
You had a story where somebody died.
Yeah, somebody in Knoxville, they had basically what was the equivalent of an M80 exploded, and it was supposed to reveal the powder or the color, and a piece of the shrapnel flew off and hit somebody and killed them.
Grandma.
Yeah,
I mean-
and then there was a plane that was supposed to like unload all this pink water, but it just destabilized the plane, and the plane crashed. Now the two, I assume, rednecks who were flying it wound up being okay. So, but yeah, there's just all kinds of insanity that's happening, and people just can't get enough of these gender reveals. This being the latest, and I don't know if it's because it's a gender reveal, because you get to see a girl's butt.
I watched it about 12.
Because it's so creative.
I watched it 12 times at least.
Yeah, you're up in the views.
I was just trying to figure.
You're wondering why. Count 12 of those to Jaybird.
Things going through the roof.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out.
Every dude is watching it.
Well, I'm weirded out by it. It's.
Yeah.
Well, this is how you get dudes excited about a gender reveal.
I don't know if I'm excited. I'm kind of grossed out.
Yeah, I think you're kind of like, I don't know. She's got kind of a good body, but it's kind of gross.
Yeah, and then my questions is,
You're torn. You don't know how to feel.
who put the powder in?
Yeah, you got a lot of questions. I had so many questions.
Did they know the color of the powder?
I mean, logistically, you could lay there and put it in yourself, but it's more likely that she had a friend.
Now,
And boy, that better be a very good, close friend.
Virginia Jaber was even just telling us, Friday night when you were in Orlando that you had a couple Four Locos and you were farting the entire night. Is there any chance if somebody's having a baby that we could get Virginia to recreate this for their gender reveal?
No.
There's no way.
There's no way.
Dog, we'd go
mean-
more than KVJ viral.
I can't. I can't be a part of that.
You're laughing though.
I'm
Which
laughing.
means she's considering it.
It's
she
funny.
thinks it'd be a good idea. Virginia doing the gender reveal recreation.
Just know it's gonna live on the internet forever.
My family would be mortified.
Would they be mad?
Yes.
Really?
They would be embarrassed.
I can see Mads being embarrassed.
Yeah.
It's a line we've not crossed. I have a grandmother. She's 95.
That's true.
I don't know. This is not. This is too far.
Okay, well, I know people are going to ask, and they'd like, so the answer, unfortunately, is going to be a big hard no.
They will ask.
It's a hard no. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, there's another viral video sensation that is out there. It's on that TikTok app. So apparently, if you want the Chinese to know your information, you download that, and then you do this latest little thing that's on there. I don't know why. Apparently, it's so funny. It's just people dancing to the Home Depot theme song.
It's a new viral thing people are doing.
We can do a TikTok.
All right. I think it's about time. Jaybird, since we can't get Virginia to fart with powder in her behind, how about you just do a little bit of the...
A fight dance TikTok to the Home Depot theme. Yeah.
Maybe you and Dennys could do kind of like a combo fight dance.
Yeah, it sounds like something. It kind of sounds like a theme song to
Okay.
something.
All right.
Driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's manly. It's Home Depot.
I could fight dance.
Okay.
I love fight dance.
I look forward to that. Okay.
But really go for it.
Yes,
I mean,
definitely.
don't lay up.
Come on. Of
Yeah.
course I'm going to
like
go
this
for
guy's
it.
going to lay up on
Yeah.
a fight dance. Come on, Virginia. I was very disappointed today because we had received an email. A lot of people always kind of alert us and, let us know when they have a really good thread on Facebook or, something like that where they're like, oh, you got to check this out. And so somebody had sent an email about Nextdoor, and I read the description on what this argument was on the app, and I went to the link that they had sent us, and it wasn't there. It was from Latoya. She said, I just wanted to share this fun thread. A woman is shaming a guy for taking a leak behind the bushies. This is how she spells, which means something totally different. Initially, everybody is on her side, but it begins to turn very quickly, and I love it. Improper behavior next door. And so I just want to let people know they had deleted it. They went in there, and yes, it went south, and it was going really poorly for the person that posted it. And so they went and they took it down. So just, if you can, copy, paste, do a screenshot. You have to screenshot stuff.
People come too. They
Yes.
like, oh my God.
Realize.
They get to their senses and they realize this is going horribly for me. And people are calling saying, what are you doing? This is like, what is wrong?
I think we've all deleted a post.
I definitely
I have
have.
definitely deleted a post.
I just deleted one last weekend.
You did? Yeah.
What did you do?
What was it?
What was that?
Were you in Orlando?
No, it was maybe the weekend before. It's just somebody said something, and then I popped off, and I think I went a little too hard.
And you were recording it? Or
Was it the one on Twitter that you had?
Yeah.
You know what? My daughter, she loves you on Twitter. She's like, Virginia is so funny. She was talking about this the other day. She's like, oh, did you see Virginia got in another Twitter fight?
I took it down because I was like,
So why did they go after you? What were they getting you on you for?
I don't remember, but here's what happens. I have a few drinks. I go on Twitter, and then I get a little lippy. And then the next morning I wake up, and then I look at what I wrote, and I'm like,
You get so lippy when you get to a certain level
I
of
know.
drinking.
I'm open, and I'm honest right now. I'm having a moment. I'm admitting it.
Okay,
No, I
so
just-
what happened was Virginia had posted
You
up.
screenshotted it.
Yeah. So Virginia was, she had posted a text that she had with, you, Jaybird.
Okay.
So it says Jaybird. It says, "What are you doing?" I'm the car. And then Virginia was like, "You're the car, ha ha." So she was laughing about that. So she wanted to, she zinged you on text, and so she wanted to get credit for it.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, "What are you doing?" And you responded, "I'm the car." And
I always
she's
love
like,
when those private conversations make it public.
yeah, she's like, "You're the car, ha ha ha." So she wasn't getting credit enough for it just on her regular, texting. So she tweeted it out. And Matthew Parker made note, text is larger than normal iMessage. You old.
I do have the old people font.
That was what. And so Virginia responds back, "I'm old, but I can outdrink your ass all day, punk." Hashtag boomer burning ya. Boomer burned ya. Boomer burned ya.
Okay, this is from this weekend.
This is this
Yeah.
weekend.
From Orlando.
I didn't delete this one.
And then Virginia got in some kind of like a Twitter war with somebody because the tweet is unavailable. So whatever had happened here, Virginia was like calling them out. "What's put drink? Hashtag spell check. Hashtag go home. You're drunk." And they deleted their tweet because that's just it. They didn't.
So
They deleted. I didn't delete on that thread.
the one you deleted, what did you say to what you read back and you're like, oh boy, I should not have said that.
I gotta go look because I did delete it, and that was not the one.
Oh, you got real mean, huh?
I got real mean. I got too mean. I got so mean that I woke up and I was like, "Oh damn, what's the matter with you?"
Don't stop because my daughter loves it. She's
Okay,
very.
that's all I
Caitlin
needed
is
to
very entertained.
hear.
She is always. It's always dinner conversation. She's like, "Did you see what?" I'm like, "No, I didn't see it." I'm like,
Kevin's just accepted your ways.
Well, I'm like, my only comment, like, I wish you'd let me know. I would love to read these things. I'm like, I don't need to rely on people sending me their own fights when Virginia's got these Twitter wars going on. We could have that be our.
When she's in the right mood, she'll spend good time on someone who does not like her.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need everybody else's scripts. I can just go on Virginia's. So.
Well, tell Caitlin I also love her Insta game. Her Gucci shoes are adorable.
Okay.
Yeah,
we
I'm not
have a
gonna say
mutual
that.
affection.
Again, you have the power to turn on Virginia's mind.
So coming up here in a second, we had to go on another one. Just want to let people know that are sending us the scripts. Yeah, just don't send us the link because people delete those really bad threads pretty quickly.
Drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain. Hey, you're Facebook fishing.
Oh, these are some of the most uncomfortable posts that you see on social media when somebody goes on to clarify the details of their breakup.
Oh, yeah.
You just know that, okay, somebody's not together anymore, and this one has a little bit of a wrinkle to it because This apparently is not only a relationship that has ended, but the person in the relationship ping-ponged from one gender to the next. And so it's being called out. Dwight is the one doing the calling out here with the post. I will play the role of Dwight. Jaybird, you can play the role of Alan, who's very inquisitive and wants to know exactly what is going on. Maybe some more details to fill in the blanks here. And then, Virginia, you can play the role of Sean.
What is he? What is Sean living?
Sean is just a commentator.
Okay.
Yes. Sean sounds like they might be wise, maybe trying to, add in some wisdom or some perspective in this.
So he's smart. That's why you gave the role to me. I get it.
I noticed Dennys didn't make the cut this week.
Oh.
Yeah, we need someone else to comment on the thread. They didn't. Yes. That's unfortunate. Yes. All right, so here's what Dwight had posted up. Just so everybody is effing clear on what happened, I did not break up with Rick. Rick broke up with me. Rick has decided that he is going back to women. So Rick quit talking S-bomb about me. Quit telling people that I'm the one with mental issues. You are the sorry bee who isn't comfortable with who you are. I just hope you tell the new woman in your life that you love men. Actually, you love multiple men. I'm sick of keeping your secret. Tell one more lie about me. I dare you. I dare you. I have so many text messages that I would love to release. I'm sure your precious business partners would love to see what you look like dressed in drag.
Here comes Alan. OMG. He's going back to women? He hit on me one night. He was drunk and on something. Probably some sort of pills. He always seemed shady. I never knew why you kept his secret for so long.
Well, he hits on everybody. He's already blocked me from Facebook. What he doesn't realize is that everybody is going to know who he really is. He thinks he's so slick because he lives 2 hours away. Well, guess what, Rick? I have pictures of the pool party that we went to in Vegas, and yes, it does involve multiple men. You don't remember because you are a pillhead.
You know he's an educator, right? He has had a secret life for a while. He blocked me from Facebook, too. How could he think nobody would find this out? He tried to sleep with everybody. I hate to tell you this, Dwight, but he is not dating a new woman. He's going back to his wife. Trust me. You've been played. He's done this before. I say, release the text messages. I have some, too.
Yeah, release them.
How do you know all this?
I never wanted to tell you this, but because you're already outing him, I guess I can too. He was sleeping with me months before you guys were involved. I say we both visit his wife and show her the text. He said lies about me too.
OMG. He told me that he had his own construction business. I can't believe this. I am definitely down with visiting his wife. Everybody is gonna know everything. Wow.
And cut. I mean,
Scandalous.
How about that?
Kevin, I thought you did really good. Virginia didn't really do a voice. Kind of played herself.
Yeah. No.
I don't know if Sean's a boy or a girl. I was trying to figure it out, so I just did me. Is Sean a boy?
I don't know.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Boy, that is tough. If you've ever been broken up with on social media, has anybody ever been broken up with on social media? Has it ever just fallen apart?
Well, what do you mean? So they go...
It can happen two ways. Now, it could be you break up and then all the details wind up on social media. Or it could be you find out that you're broken up with because of social media. Everybody knows. In fact, people know that you have been dumped before you know you've been dumped. And people are commenting on the fact that you've been dumped before you know you've been dumped. I think that would be tough.
Oh, yeah.
But is that the most humiliating way to be dumped? I'm just kind of curious. Who has had a really bad experience getting dumped where people saw it was awful, you were publicly embarrassed? Do you have something that rivals something that would happen on social media? 877-979-WRMF. You can let us know about it. Call or text 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
What would be number one on your list of your most humiliating breakup? Did it ever happen publicly, or was it just something that really cut to the core, be going, oh, that's really kind of embarrassing? Mine was when I went to go meet my girlfriend at the football game, and she was sitting in the stands holding hands with Bram Riddlebarger, and it was pretty obvious that I had been dumped. And everybody was like, whoa, what's going on with that? And you're like, did you know? I'm like, do now. That was pretty humiliating for me.
Mine was Stuart Gay, 7th grade.
Yeah.
He asked me out on a Tuesday in front of everybody. And of course I said yes because he was dreamy.
Of course.
He broke up with me on a Wednesday in front of the same crowd of people.
Wait, the very next day?
The very next damn day.
Oh, that's tough.
Everybody watched,
Yeah.
and I could have died.
Gosh, it's tough.
Whatever happened, Stuart Gay?
I need to make up a fake name because she still lives in town.
Yeah. That's why it's good to do radio not in your hometown.
Yeah, she ended up, she wanted to, there was this guy that was always hitting on her, and I would say, he's hitting on you. And it got to a point where we were watching a movie one time, and I looked down, he's massaging her feet as we're watching a movie, and she ended up going to prom with him. She said...
He's massaging her feet, and you're sitting right there?
I was a sophomore, I couldn't afford to go to prom, and she was a sophomore too, and she was going to go to prom, and I said I couldn't go, I couldn't afford it, so we ended up breaking up, and she ended up going with him, the guy that massaged the feet.
Because you were broke.
I was broke. That's the same girl that we were playing Truth or Dare, and her friend goes, hey, so who's the best boyfriend you ever had? And we're thinking she's going to save me. She goes, oh, it was my ex-boyfriend, Bill, but you have his shoulders.
What a slap in the face.
Tough stuff.
It was in front of like 9 people.
What's this hooker's name?
You know who it is because Panda dated her.
Oh.
Okay.
The one that both of you
We
dated?
got to edit this.
Oh.
Oh, some good revelations here today.
Oh, looky. Thanks for the cookie.
Painful, but let's make it fun. Who had the most humiliating breakup? Let us know. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Pete is on here from Fort Lauderdale. Okay, Pete, what happened with your humiliating breakup?
Yeah, so I was dating this girl for the first couple of months of school, and I thought it got serious because she said, hey, I want you to meet my parents.
Okay.
So I drove her to her folks' place for Christmas vacation, and we get to the door. I'm carrying all of her bags. She introduces me to her parents by saying, Mom, Dad, this is Pete, the guy who gave me a ride home. Thanks, bud. Have a nice break. And she never talked to me again after that.
Oh. How far away did you have to drive?
Oh, 2 hours. To this day, I don't know what happened. In the entire 2 hours, I was just like, what just went down?
Oh, my gosh. You think this is your girlfriend, you're going to meet her parents, and this is going somewhere. And she's like, hey, thanks for the ride, Pete. See ya. Gosh.
Yep.
That hurts, Pete.
It hurts so bad, Pete.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry.
Okay. A lot of people are getting dumped on social media. Megan from Pompano said, I got dumped on Facebook after he got kicked out of basic training from the Army.
Oh.
He didn't have the nerve to tell me to my face. Instead, he decided to post pictures saying that he was with another girl and that he was going to dinner with her and her daughter.
Oh,
that's how I found out.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's tough.
That guy went through it, and it's not you. If he gets kicked out of basic training,
Yeah.
like there's other stuff going on. Don't take that personal, girl.
Another text that we got here, 877-979-WRMF, said, my boyfriend at the time went on a bachelor cruise party that I actually lent him money for. And then he cheats on me.
Oh.
On a cruise I paid for.
Oh, that hurts.
I found out when he wouldn't show me any pics on his phone from the cruise.
Because they're all of him doing body shots off of chicks' bellies.
Pretty much, yeah. I actually found pictures and together from her Instagram story. Took them, screenshot them, later posted them up on Facebook and Instagram. People were saying, that's so savage. But I think he actually deserved worse than that.
I agree.
Yeah.
You paid for it. No. He got off light.
And she wanted to put out this message. P.S. If he's listening and hears this on the radio, I would like to tell him to give up his music career. He can't sing in tune, and he will always be mediocre at best. Hashtag, now that's savage. Okay, so there you go. Well, we are all very excited here to see how this thing is going. We had told you about a family in need that has a child that is going to be born with spina bifida. We found out, though, that there's actually a treatment that can be done right here in South Florida. at the Fetal Institute that is in Miami, where they can go in, and it's in utero, and they can actually do a procedure that will correct the problems caused from the spina bifida. Now, this is a costly surgery, and there is a short window in when they can do it. With the insurance done and all that kind of stuff, $25,000 was still needed.
Out of pocket.
Out of pocket. And we've got to do it by the end of the show, basically tomorrow, to get it done in the window when this can happen as the baby is developing. But earlier we talked about how we had $13,241 of the $25,000 raised after 182 people had donated. And we were really pushing ahead to do this. Like CR Chicks yesterday just dropped $5,000 to it. And anybody who has a healthy child, you can appreciate what that is. And anybody who has had the difficulties of having a special needs child, you just know that it does. It changes the entire family. It's not just the child's life and your life. It's siblings and, family, because there is a lot to it. And, hey, you love the child, but if there's anything you can do to make it easier on them, you would want to do that.
And imagine you're pregnant or you're a dad and you're expecting a baby, and it's $25,000 that's standing in the way for you changing your baby's life. All of us would want this.
Yep.
We would want to have everyone rally around us. And so that's why we are so excited to have this chance to rally around this couple. They do not have the means for this surgery, but KVJ Nation is collecting the means. And thank you guys so much. I just updated the tally. $14,846. We're over halfway there.
Okay. 14,000, what was it again, Virginia?
$14,846.
Nice. Okay.
Very nice.
We're definitely over halfway.
Thank you guys so much. You are just awesome. And keep this in mind, too. I know a lot of people reached out yesterday and they couldn't donate money. Your prayers are so appreciated. Please pray for this family. Please pray for this surgeon, Dr. Quintero, that when he does this surgery, God is going to be helping his hands heal this baby. We are all going to be just praying so hard for this surgeon, and we can use your prayers. If you can't give money, please give us your prayers.
Absolutely. If you would like to donate yourself, it is KVJ Surgery. You want to text KVJ Surgery to 44321. So it's 44 and then it just counts down. 321. 44321 and KVJ Surgery.
And keep in mind, your donation is 100% tax deductible. It's going through Little Smiles, so you can use that tax receipt. It's the end of the year. Everybody's getting their taxes together.
So make sure you do that, and thank you very much. We've got through tomorrow to get to 25,000. We've got about 10,000 that we need to get still.
Yeah, there's a short window to do this. We only have a limited amount of time to do the surgery while the baby is still the right size in the womb. So again, text KVJ Surgery to 44321.
Second, we were talking about the most humiliating way that you have been broken up with. Nick here from West Palm Beach, you got dumped at a funeral?
Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't the best situation, but we have broke up. It was definitely a mutual thing. I just wasn't trying to have it out at the funeral, but you know how girls are. They kind of forced the situation. It was a long-distance relationship at the time. And,
you know how girls are.
So how did this go? So wait, did it start with like a little fight at the funeral, Nick? Nick, can you hear me? Hello. Did it start with a little fight at the funeral and then it just kind of escalated from there?
Absolutely. That was literally like I was trying to just, do what, pay my respects, and she wouldn't even let it go. And
Yeah, just wouldn't let it go.
That's rough.
I mean, come on, guys. You know how girls are.
You know how girls, Jay-Bird, you know how girls are.
Wow. Somebody said my ex-boyfriend had his best friend Rob break up with me. And the ironic thing, I then wound up with Rob later. So he sent Rob because he wasn't man enough to do it himself. It's like, yeah, I just want to let you know my friend is dumping you. And then what do you know? She eventually wound up with Rob.
You sent somebody to...
It sounds like he passed you to Rob.
Maybe.
Him
Or
and
Rob just said, you need to get a better man.
I think him
And
and
I am
Rob
that
had
guy.
an
He
agreement.
sent Rob as a messenger to break up with you?
And then Rob ends up being your guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent Rob, and they're on the in, and you're on the out. They planned it.
Well, there's a great advantage that if you want to get out of a relationship and the person you're in a relationship with goes out of town, Opportunity. Cheryl's on here from Pompano. What was your humiliating breakup that happened, Cheryl?
So I was living with a gentleman for a few months, and we were going to go home and meet my family and all that. And we were all set to go on Christmas Eve. I worked in the morning. When I got home on Christmas Eve, he had packed his stuff and moved out.
Oh.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Wow.
Right before he's supposed to meet the family. He couldn't handle it.
No, he was.
He was in a pressure cooker.
He got too real.
It got way too real.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
That's real tough.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas?
Yeah, and you come home all excited to see your significant other, and the
I brought
house is
mistletoe.
empty. Tough.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Got a very animal-rich, whacked-out news for you today. This is kind of crazy story here. Remembering back to Hurricane Dorian a couple months ago, there were a couple cows that actually had gotten swept out to sea in the storm. Now, here's the crazy part about this. These 3 cows were then found living on the Outer Banks of North Carolina after they swam around 5 miles to safety.
Oh, my goodness.
That's insane, right?
That is.
5 miles. I didn't know cows could even swim, and they swam like 5 miles. They were found near Cape Lookout earlier this month, and they have been returned to their original farm.
Huh.
But they gotta be like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, when cows swim, they can really move. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's just fun. A cow can swim, but Jaybird can't. He sinks.
Why you gotta be so mean? Why
Think
you?
about how heavy a cow is. Cow can figure it
You
out.
really are a true life villain. You are.
Cow's like,
She's a
I got
heel.
this.
You're the Joker.
She's a heel.
Or you're
Yeah.
a real life. I tell people you're a real life witch.
Cow got the tiniest legs ever. He can stay afloat.
I would actually like to set this up.
I would like to, Jaybird versus cow to swim off.
versus a cow.
It's mean, but I kind of want to be a part of it because it's just so goofy.
Who can get to the other side first?
I think I would
Jaybird versus
destroy
cow.
the cow. I don't float well, and I just sink, but I can swim. I just got to be quicker than the cow. And
Yeah.
I think I can do that.
That's it. You're right. You don't have to be fast.
If we can't get a real life cow, will you compete against a Chick-fil-A cow?
I can't do that because of butt chicken and seafood.
Damn it.
Yeah, Virginia.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm loyal. It's just part of my
But
DNA.
what if you beat him? Buds would love it.
I can't lose to the cow. I can't lose to
Yeah.
If I lose to the damn Chick-fil-A cow, I don't think Bud's is going to have me anymore.
That's tough. Everything's riding on it at that point.
I can't let Philip down.
Too big
You're
of a
right.
moment.
You're
Yeah.
right.
big
Too
of a
much
moment.
pressure.
Just to let you know, Animal Services in Miami have just announced that a new initiative has been launched to help humanely manage the outdoor cat population. Apparently, there's a lot of feral cats running around Miami-Dade. So what they're asking for is volunteer trappers to come and find a feral cat and bring it in to be vaccinated and sterilized. And for every feral cat you bring in, you get $15.
Wow.
Then after the procedure, the trappers will then pick up the cat and return them back to the location where they found them. So the cats will still be on the streets, but they won't be able to
Reproduce.
Yes.
That's awesome.
$15 a cat.
I think that's a great little money-making side hustle. If you're in high school, or if
Right.
you're struggling, grab like 10 cats.
I find it to be very fast. I wouldn't grab them all at one time
Or
because that could really get tricky.
try to grab them all at once, make a video, you go viral, and you get the money.
I love that contest. Who can hold the most feral cats at one time?
Oh, I love it.
We got a couple great animal bits.
This
We
is
do.
awesome.
Bird
We can
versus
do the
cow.
Animal Olympics.
We need
Jaybird
a-
swims against a cow.
We need a cow.
And
Anybody
then-
got a cow?
Then you do a feral cat holding contest.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Then PETA tries to take us down.
Oh, they would definitely take us down.
Oh, we're not going to hurt anybody.
No.
We love animals.
Just the bird.
We're going to hurt Jason. That's it.
A couple really cute stories here. Animal rescue in Missouri, they found what they call a unicorn puppy. It has a tail growing out of its head.
Shut up.
No, it's such an adorable dog. As the kids say, it won the internet.
Yeah, they're calling it narwhal in honor of the narwhal whale that has a large tusk sticking out of its head. Now, the forehead tail doesn't wag, and it's not attached to anything major. And so they're not really going to remove it. It's not necessary, and it doesn't bother the dog.
But he's got the sweetest looking face.
Oh,
You
he's just a
wanna
little puppy with a
kiss the death out of
and
him.
it's kind of like just about maybe the last 3 or 4 inches, like the tip of a tail coming out between his eyes.
But you know what that means? He ate one of his siblings in the womb.
Maybe, yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that.
Yeah, it does.
Dr. Sinicki.
She's
over
all of a
here-
sudden a veterinarian, too.
Yeah. She's wearing a fancy orange outfit. She thinks she's in the medical community.
It's pumpkin spice. Show some respect.
What are you in the Spice Girls?
Yes, I'm Fat Spice.
Fatty Spice.
Here's how much people love their dogs. The dog started running around traffic on the Beltway in Houston on Sunday.
Oh my gosh.
The owner had gotten into a minor wreck. The dog got out of the car, was freaking out, didn't know what to do. So about 20 people stopped their cars on this very busy intersection. Imagine, like I-95, and there's a dog running around. They blocked traffic, and they helped catch the dog.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
A lot of animals in the whacked out news.
That's what I was
today.
saying. It's going to be a very animal-rich, whacked-out news here today.
We love it.
A pack of feral hogs actually brought down a drug ring in Italy. Apparently, they found a bunch of cocaine that was hidden in a forest, and they just gobbled it up. And yeah, they turned on some EDM and had a little party. Yeah. That's it, baby. There's a guy in Indiana that got kicked out of a strip club last week. Oh, I'll show you. He apparently came back and thought he was going to blow up the strip club by lighting a can of gas on fire.
Oh, Lord.
Fortunately, it didn't work because he's an idiot. He was arrested for attempted arson and criminal recklessness. So there you go.
Mess.
And an executive from AARP has responded to the OK Boomer trend by saying, okay, millennials, we're the people that actually have the money. AARP is greatly distancing themselves from her words, and they're trying to say it was taken out of context. But
I don't know. It feels kind of in context.
backpedal, backpedal, backpedal.
There's an age war that they're trying to start.
And AARP took the bait.
They threw it out there, yeah. Seems like all the most horrifying medical stories come out of China. I don't know why. They said a woman in China had her eye burst from staring at her phone too much. I just went, boom.
Is that real?
I don't
That
know.
can't be real. It can't be from the phone.
Maybe her eye was going to pop anyway.
You'd hope, because you're like, wait, her eye burst?
She could have been just looking at a person and it burst.
She could have had WAEs.
What?
Weak ass eyes.
Oh, yes.
What?
I wasn't sure if I could say it. I don't know.
You're right. You can't say that. Not because it's dirty.
Because it's dumb.
It's hard to say. Wait. WAE.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Well, around this time of year, it's the fat time of year, and this is when we get bombarded with a bunch of new snacks that are out there because they realize we throw a caution to the wind anyway, because who would diet during the holidays? This is a time where we get off of our diets and we get on getting fat.
Speaking
Just on
of
cue,
it,
Jaybird walks in with some chips.
a whole big bag of fried plantains.
Yeah.
The fried's the best part.
Those
Yes.
are good.
They are good. They're a lot of calories.
And you need a dip, though. Oh, those are so nice to dip in.
Bag's almost 400 calories right
Wow. That's impressive.
now. And I
huh?
wonder why I've got a fupa.
Somebody's having a moment over here, Kev.
Oh, he is.
She was breaking down during commercial.
Why? What's going on?
No, I'm not breaking down.
She said she can't shave her beard because she has a gobbler.
I want a good
Hey,
clean
you know what?
shaving,
It's
but
Thanksgiving.
Gobble, gobble.
Yeah.
Gobble,
very
gobble, gobble.
topical.
It's very topical. You're
Gobble, gobble.
fine this time of year. Go for it, man. It's
hear
all
you.
good. You look great.
All right, thank you, Kevin.
I don't know what you do. Enjoy those plantains. It's basically fruit.
Yeah, it grows on a tree, so it's kind of like a salad.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's healthy. There's a whole bunch of new snacks that are out there. So, yeah, here we are. I just, there's like a bombardment of stuff. I saw like Oreos has a cream egg coming out. And I was like, oh.
Cream egg. It's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't really get it. because it's Oreo, but I was like, okay.
Maybe Oreo and Cadbury are teaming up.
So I don't love Cadbury and I don't love Oreo, but I am kind of excited.
Yeah, two things I don't like coming together. Now I'm in.
Maybe I like it.
How you know you got a problem?
Fascinating.
Such a problem. I have so many food issues.
Okay, what do you think? Junk food, yay, nay? Pringles now selling cans of roasted turkey flavored chips. Yay, nay?
Yay, it works.
Apparently, they taste just like a turkey. It's fresh out of the oven.
It's perfect. It's a fun little thing to put on the table for Thanksgiving. Get everybody laughing and talking.
Pringles does a great job coming up with new flavors. I would love to work for Pringles.
Yeah?
I would.
Okay. Got a new flavor you want to drop on us?
Peanut butter and jelly Pringle.
Ooh.
Boom.
I go for that. I'm not going for this. This is a nay for me.
You're against turkey, though.
I've
noticed D. Kevin Ralston does not like turkey. And I just saw a stat, like 45% of
no,
Americans.
it's higher than that. It was a majority of people are like, yeah. That's why I'm like, what is this turkey agenda we have where we keep trying to sell that people like turkey? A majority of people don't like turkey.
It's tradition, and I think most people
care.
They all like the sides. Thanksgiving is about the sides, baby.
I like the turkey. Maybe I'm just weird.
You
Get
are
out.
weird, yes.
I like dark meat turkey with some homemade cranberry on top of it, and then it's just so good to me.
Yeah, that's how. That would be the worst Thanksgiving for me. We just have turkey and cranberry. Ugh.
Yeah, it says 64% of us would be fine with no turkey on Thanksgiving.
What?
Yeah.
I'll do a ham too, but I can't not have the turkey.
I'm totally doing an Italian Thanksgiving this year.
It's a good idea, yeah.
Pizzas galore, calzones.
Don't forget pies galore.
I won't. Pizza pie and regular pie.
Yeah, 26% of people said that they would like to see alternate food options on the table this year. 1 in 4 are just kind of sick of the old traditional. And they're like, okay, if this is a day where we have you know what it is? It's everybody gets a cheat day. That's really what Thanksgiving is. And so I know for me, I love, I'm like, what a great concept. But if I'm going to take a cheat day, make it count. I want to eat foods that I'm like, I really love this. And I don't really love turkey. And mashed potatoes, they're fine, but I'm not like, for me, a cheat day, oh my gosh, the pizza, number one, baby.
I'm so hungry. Oh my gosh. And I was just thinking potatoes au gratin would be a great
Sounds good.
side.
I love those. I've always loved those.
Oh, yeah. We need to have a grilled cheese party ASAP.
Most overrated Thanksgiving foods: cranberry sauce, sweet potatoes, green beans, mac and cheese. Wow. And turkey.
Out of all of those, I only like one, mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Sweet potatoes are okay.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So that's what people are saying.
Sweet potatoes, if they're cooked right, are the best thing on the table. You get brown sugar and butter and then roasted pecans on top. Oh,
Put some marshmallow on that.
yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm back on sweet potatoes.
So much marshmallow.
Okay, next up, junk food, yeah or nay? The turkey Pringles passed the test. What about this? Twinkies cereal.
Yes. Oh
Okay.
my gosh. Yes.
Okay.
How do they do the cream filling?
They say the cereal pieces look like tiny Twinkies, and the cereal replicates the distinct taste of Twinkies too. I don't know you could do the cream, but somehow with chemicals they've engineered it so that when you pop it in your mouth, you're like, ooh, it feels like you're eating a little Twinkie.
How do they do the cream? You need to get into the cereal game. There's so many cereals now you can you bite into it and it explodes with cream. Oh, it's so good.
You never sounded sexier.
I don't want this conversation to be over.
So you're a yay on Twinkie cereal.
And I don't even like Twinkies, but again, you mix in Twinkie with cereal, I am so in.
Oddly enough, weird thing, I am actually into Twinkies, and I'm kind of a he on the cereal part of it. To me, I'd rather just take a Twinkie, put it in a bowl, and if anything, pour a little bit of milk over it. That, to me, would be better to eat than having the Twinkie cereal. So I'm kind of a nay. I'm like, I just want a Twinkie, because to me, the sponginess of the Twinkie, I love the cream, number one. But the second thing I like most about a Twinkie is that spongy cake, and you're not going to get that in cereal. So one of my second favorite thing, and the cream's not going to be there either. So really my two favorite things about a Twinkie, you're not going to be able to replicate in this cereal. So yeah, you know what? I'm an A.
I'm a hostess, man.
Kevin flipped himself.
I never
I
liked
did. When I started really talking it
liking
through,
he's like, nah.
I'm going to just have a Twinkie instead. Be like, thanks, but I don't need the cereal. I just want a Twinkie.
If you're gonna have a Twinkie, have it fried. I'm telling you,
I'd love to try that,
They
yeah.
do a lot of fried stuff at the fair.
Yeah.
But the fried Twinkie is still one of the best.
I never liked the Twinkie. I thought it's so overrated. Too dry. I want more cream. I want more moisture.
Really? I always thought they were so moist. That was the thing I loved most about Twinkies.
Maybe your Twinkie's dry.
Too chemically, and I'm a guy that likes chemicals in my food.
Oh, no, not me. I thought they were creamy bursts of the deliciousness. Big fan. All right, I don't know if you're a yay or nay on this. The peppermint chocolate chip milkshake.
No.
Get out.
We don't like chocolate and mint together. We've expressed this before.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You like it, Kevin.
I do. I would. I'd go for it. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, but I'm like, I'm okay. I would have one. Yeah, they're back at Chick-fil-A right now if you want those. McDonald's is selling its Snickerdoodle McFlurry this Christmas.
I'm in.
First time since 2012 it's been back.
Oh my gosh, baby.
Snickerdoodle McFlurry.
McFlurry, I used to live on those things. I'd get 3 of them. I'd get the Oreo kind, the M&M kind, and then the Butterfinger kind.
How do you hold 3?
They give you a container.
Okay.
And then if you don't eat them, you put them in your freezer, and then you forget about them. And the next day, go, holy crap, I got a Butterfinger McFlurry in the freezer. And then you're very cozy. It's the small things.
Yeah, I get it.
It is.
So while you're there, you can also pick up donut sticks. They say they're back at McDonald's for a limited time.
All right, McDonald's, you're impressing me with your game lately.
Yeah, you know what? You got to tap into that nostalgia. People love McDonald's for that kind of stuff.
Donut sticks, they're underrated. Did Fat Kevin like donut sticks when they're real, had the glaze on top?
I would eat them, but I thought they were kind of dry. And for me, it was just I really didn't like many donuts that didn't have tons of cream in them.
I get it.
They had to have chocolate, had some kind of icing on top and some kind of cream filling.
What was Kevin's favorite? Fat Kevin. Would he prefer a jelly or a Bavarian?
A Bavarian, but what I got, my favorite, they were called Long Johns.
Yes.
And that was my favorite donut. It was massive amounts of cream filled of a donut. It had so much cream in it that it just had a thick layer of like gooey chocolate icing on the top.
I cannot express how much I love Fat Kevin. We have so much in common.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
I remember because I used to love going to church because they would always have them available there, and I would eat 4 every Sunday.
You had them at church?
Yes, we go to church and they would have Bennington's Bakery, and they would bring over they know how to they make unhealthy donuts in Logan, man.
Look how happy Fat Kevin is. You're
I love
glowing.
it. Oh.
On the Lord's Day, so much gluttony.
Oh, it was. I was glowing then too, but it was glaze. Just covered in it, head to toe. All right, well, now that I got you thinking about snacks, you can put this together. It was kind of analyzing what you needed for the perfect road trip. What were you driving? How many days? Where would you go? And then, of course, what are the 3 snacks you pack with you? One of the things I love about Thanksgiving is the opportunity to take road trips, which is great. 2 years ago, I had the whole family. We road tripped all the way up to see my son in Michigan where he goes to school, and so it was just awesome. So I planned this whole thing out where we would drive, and the way that I would recommend it is don't drive for too long. We would have it broken up about every 2.5 hours, and luckily being here in South Florida, you can do that. The toughest part is getting out of Florida.
Right. Once you're out of Florida, you're like, this is awesome.
Yeah, so it was like between here and Jacksonville, there wasn't a ton. You know, you could maybe pop off in Daytona Beach, Melbourne, something like that on your way up there. But, yeah, after you get, Jacksonville, then you had Savannah, and then we just kind of kept going up. We were hitting, Columbia and all those kind of like areas in between, and went up through the Carolinas and through Louisville. And I was like, oh, man, it was so much fun. Staying at different places, checking out breweries, all these kind of like little sites on the way. So road tripping is great, and I think Thanksgiving is a really good time to do it because you got that family time and you're off, you're free, you're kind of going around, so it might be time to start thinking about it. So they did a survey on what is the perfect road trip? How long is it? Where do you go? What are you driving? What are the snacks you have? What are the necessities that you got to have with you? Maybe even like what would be the best road trip artist? Because you can put together a playlist, and that's usually fun, but that takes a little too long to talk about, so we just name one artist here. Now, according to their survey, they found that the perfect road trip is 3 days long. It takes place in a convertible. Which, if it's in the summer, yes, and depending upon where you're going, maybe.
This list is already annoying.
No, I don't like convertibles.
I do
it's
not.
going to mess up my hair. My hair always gets stuck in my lip gloss.
We're not feeling this list, Kev.
I thought about that too. I think probably maybe the reason why you would want it is when they talked about where you would go. And they had Yosemite on the list as one of the top places to road trip to. I used to spend a lot of time there, and I can just tell you, like, if you're in Yosemite, you would want a convertible. Driving around a convertible in Yosemite is amazing because you have these humongous, and I don't even know if you can drive through the valley anymore, but you used to be able to when I was there in the 90s, and you would, drive by Half Dome and all these things, and you would want to be looking up. So in a convertible, that'd be a great way to do Yosemite. They had the Grand Canyon and Yellowstone on there as the 3 best places to go for the road trip.
To me, the adventure would be, for someone like me, I would try to find where is the #1 ranked pizza in all of America, wherever it's at. And that's my destination. Going to the #1 ranked pizza, and that's how long it takes to get there.
Is there a nationwide ranking of pizza pie?
That's a great question. I am going to do the research.
All I know is USA Today did best in each state. I don't know if they then broke it down to the top in the nation.
But nationwide.
Yeah, there's a list somewhere.
And that would be maybe some arbitrary blogger who said that, but that's one person's opinion.
For sure.
I don't know that it's been like a contest.
We need a ranking, like a legit ranking.
They might
I digress.
look for it. I know they have, I think, the #1 brewery.
Next time we get fired, that's your new job.
That's me going on a spiritual journey. That's a journey. I find stuff about myself.
Well, they said the most essential things you have to have in the car are snacks, phone chargers, and water. And of the snacks for your road trip, they said pretzels, chips, candy, and chocolate. Best snacks.
They didn't get the specifics. I got specifics here, and I have 2 lists.
Okay.
2 lists.
Okay, I couldn't really.
Yeah.
There's too much. All
Just
right,
too
so
much.
Up and back. I love pizza combos. I think they travel great. Regular or the cheese Pringles. I love them. And then you have to round that with a dessert.
Yeah.
A cheese Danish. The kind you get on the side little area where you can open up the package. Cheese Danish mixed with a bottle of Squirt. Oh.
Yeah.
List 2. You can get those nachos and cheese at some of those gas stations.
Yes.
I would microwave them because
Is
I'm
that
not
kind of like that cheese? It could be like a rubber floor mat.
I love rubber floor mat cheese. King size Snicker and smoked almonds, the kind with.
Ooh, I like those. Yeah.
But the fatty kind where you get on your fingers.
Where they're candied.
Yeah.
He likes the candied.
Smoked with just the salt of.
Yeah, I like those too.
Pour a bag of sugar in, then pour a little more.
You're eating them and you can feel yourself getting fatter. They're not healthy.
I
nuts.
like those ones, the hot ones. You ever seen those? Like we always have that kids fest that we do.
Yeah.
And you get them in there in that paper cone.
Hot nuts.
Ugh.
And on that list, they had pretzels. Pretzels suck unless they are honey mustard.
You can do the Snyder's. Is that the big chunk ones that have that tons of powdery goo on them?
Bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Those aren't real pretzels. Those are pretzels with a twist. Regular pretzels, are terrible.
Snyder's makes a honey wheat twist stick that I really
think about
enjoy.
that. It's pretty good.
I like to dip that in a little bit of cream cheese. Ooh, that's yummy.
I mean, this is food porn. You are giving me such foreplay.
Yeah, I just
right
want to
now.
give you a little time to talk about food here. So put it all together.
Really seal the fact that you're going to eat bad today.
I am. I'm going to eat bad, and I wasn't supposed to. I was going to get a treadmill.
Yeah.
I'm already eating chips.
How you doing on that treadmill?
I'm not doing that good, Kevin.
When was the last time you were on it?
You know what?
Okay.
When I had to stand on it when they installed it to make sure it worked.
Pretty much. Well, you asked me like 2.5 weeks ago, did you get on it yet? I go, I clocked in about 3 minutes. That's been the last time.
Okay. All right.
I think I'm going through something.
Yeah, Road trip artist. You get one where it's like you can have whatever they are. So you got to think about somebody who's got, a lot of good stuff. I'd probably go Foo Fighters on mine.
I won't be lame and say Billy Joel because I always say Billy Joel. I'll go John Mayer, honestly. He's got a lot. He'd be good to travel with.
He's really good. I think I'll say Queen. Rocco's on a real Queen kick right now.
He is.
He's discovering Queen and he loves it.
A lot of variety in the music there too.
I love Queen, but I'm burned out because I just went through the whole Queen phase again.
You did,
I need to put Queen away for a minute.
When Bohemian Rhapsody came out, I think we all went through it again.
Yeah.
Well, we always rediscover Bohemian Rhapsody every 15 years. That's kind of the life cycle of that song.
Oh my God, it's a great song.
Oh, great song. Oh, I'm still singing it.
Look at you listening to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky.
Virginia, you said that your 4-year-old Rocco is starting to get into the artist Queen.
He does love Queen.
Okay.
He likes We Will Rock You the most.
Oh, that's fun, yeah.
It's aggressive, it's masculine, it's everything he loves.
Yeah. It's a great little tune. It's good to get into. It's nice to see, when kids are like learning the classics. I'm like, that's great because, sometimes kids have that attitude that, anything that is older than 2 years, it's just, it's old people music. It's terrible. They didn't know how to make music back in the day.
Rocco listens to everything.
Yeah.
His dad's got him loving the Crew, too.
Oh, good for him.
Loves Motley Crue.
Good for him. Oh, Panda's raising them right. Love to hear that. Does every generation defend their music as the best ever? Because I feel like there was just a pocket of music, 70s, 80s, that was unbelievable. That you're just like, they're not making that kind of music today. It's just not there.
We've talked about this in the Weird and Whatever podcast, where if you are just born in a certain time and that's all you have available and you grow up with that, are you destined just to like that because that's what was around? Or would you like hip hop if it was like if you grew up in 1920 and you heard ragtime and then you heard hip hop?
Yes.
Would you like?
Would you defend it?
Yeah. Would you defend it? It's a bizarre thing that you are kind of forced to listen to whatever's presented to you.
Yeah, because I look back and to me, I listen to some artists like a Led Zeppelin or I listen to Rush and some of those songs, and I'm like, there's just nobody that can even do that kind of musicianship anymore. You'd listen to it and be like going, no one's doing that. They can't.
Boomer.
I know, that's it. It's a very okay boomer type thing, and that's what I wonder, because I firmly believe, now there is some good stuff that is out there, but I just don't think to that level that it's being done. Does every generation feel that way?
Yeah, so let's say Fleetwood Mac just blew up again right now and kids started, would kids like Fleetwood Mac if it became popular, if it was available to them? Or do you like what you constantly hear, what's constantly around
the
you?
argument I would have, because I'm going a little bit more to some of to me it's, that pocket of classic rock. And there are a lot of teenagers that still go there. When I was a kid, it was old to me. When I was, young. It was born, a lot of it was made even before I was born. And so, I listened to it, and now I see a lot of high school kids still listening to the same music I was listening to in high school. That's why I believe that makes the argument that was a pocket in time where the music was just better for a while.
Keep in mind, back then, you really had to have chops. You had to really sing. You had to really play an instrument. You had to dedicate and discipline yourself to be a legit musician. And you could argue that sometimes doing the quickest and the laziest route to getting something done isn't always the best product.
Yeah, they used to have amazing guitar players when I was in high school, amazing drummers that today, if you put those guys in their prime up against what there is today, nobody can play an instrument like those guys could.
Even the Foo Fighters in that one documentary where they made the whole album in their garage, they had to play the whole song note for note, and that was what was recording. Nowadays, musicians go in there, it's all copy, paste, and plug in.
Yeah.
You'll play one part of the song, you'll go in there, sing one part of a line, and then you'll do the next part. It's crazy how it's so different.
Maybe you would just argue that the talent has shifted, that it's not necessarily playing. The talent is now in being able to use computers to make music rather than sitting there and having to do it yourself, which to me makes for less popular shows. But then you see what they do at Ultra, and all you have to do is have a DJ hit play and pump his fist, and people are going nuts like, well, look at the way he pumps his fist. I don't know. How do they even rate who's a better performer? Like if you have, Marshmello and Deadmau5, who's better? I don't even know.
Uh-oh.
I'm going.
Don't start that fight.
Do you say, oh, no, he sucks in concert, but he's great in concert? Like, huh? Because we used to have those debates. When I was a kid in high school, you would debate who was better in concert. And now you can a little bit because, your Pink is amazing with what she does in concert and things like that. But if you're watching EDM, do you ever debate on who's better in concert? Because don't they all have the same lights and smoke?
Well, so they're making their own music and beats and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So there's definitely an original thing going on there. But yeah, I don't know. I hate that kind of music. It doesn't matter what year it came out.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody said when I work with Asperger's kids, a lot of them said the music of the 60s, 70s, and 80s had more meaningful music, and today's music is too corporate.
Oh, what are you talking about? You don't think what, Seven Rings is nothing but heart, baby?
It's deep.
Yeah, it's so deep. That kid, he's right. Gotta sing more about heart, matters of the heart.
Yeah.
Damn it. Get out of my lawn.
So I'd argue that because I think that there are more kids that still listen to, music from the late 70s and the 80s and all that. And then maybe it's just okay boomer holding on to his generation.
It's kind of your job, too, as a parent to expose your kids to it. I think if you expose your kids to it, you give them options and you've done your work and let them make their choices. But if you don't expose them to it, how will they ever know?
I completely agree. And to your point, Kevin, you said that a lot of stuff you liked was made before your time. Those songs do. They stand the test of time. It's why they're still popular.
Now, you also said that Rocco ate it while running through a parking lot, Virginia.
Oh, last night. Yeah, we were going to get back in the car and daylight savings time. It has it dark so early.
It does, man.
I was going to a 6:30 meeting. It was pitch black dark.
Yeah, it's getting dark. It was 5:20 yesterday. I noticed. I'm like, wow, it's almost dark.
It's pitch black.
Yeah.
It's got me and Chewy twisted.
So poor Rocco, he's going to get in the car and he's trying to hold his little sippy cup of milk and not lose his balance. He steps in something and slides and falls into it in the parking lot.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Mother like son.
I think it was vomit.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gnarly.
You want to see a mom have a meltdown? I lost it.
I'm sorry, Rocco. I'd have left him there.
I stripped him.
Deal with it, kid.
Yeah.
We can make a new kid.
Right. You'll figure it out.
I had to take his shoes off, his pants off.
Oh,
he had it on his arm
and
his hand. So I'm getting out the antibacterial. I'm basically just decontaminating him. And he's crying because he's all upset and sad.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I'd be crying too.
It's awful.
Yeah, you just got to find a water hose or jack a fire hydrant open.
Ugh.
Spray him down.
It was so bad.
Speaking of water hose, I've been wanting to get hit with a fire hose, like a legit fire water hose for the longest time.
They won't do it.
They won't do it.
No, they're afraid it'll hurt you.
They're afraid that you'll sue them after they do hurt you because apparently they know how strong these things are.
I'd sign a contract in blood that I would not sue them.
You could do that right after they blast you because you'd be bleeding.
Just do it for the love of the game.
I think they think it'll take your skin off.
I'm not going to sue anybody.
Could we find some rogue setup?
That's what I'm hoping.
Bootleg fire department.
Bootleg fire hose.
Seems safe.
Let's go.
I'm down.
It's good thinking.
Been wanting to do that and drive.
Now Virginia's thinking.
If only we had the hose. I know where there's a few hydrants.
I would love to do that, and I still want to drive a car through a big old window. I want to do that so bad.
That would be fun. Well, actually, I wanted to throw you through a plate glass window.
I want to do that too.
Yeah, we don't. The car's too much protection.
Was that at Brother Jimmy's that night when we got into a fight? You want to throw me through the
No,
window?
I know. No, but I remember I was talking about because there was an Eddie Murphy movie. I can't remember. It was like Beverly Hills Cop or something like that. And they threw him through a plate glass window. I'm like, that looks so much fun.
Didn't he get right up?
Yeah, he got
say
right
like
up.
a quiff? Yeah.
He just shook it off.
A lot of times those windows are sugar windows.
Yeah.
They make them with sugar.
Yeah, that's how they do the bottles and stuff, stunt bottles.
Would you want to do it that way, or do you want to throw me through a window with glass? I mean, I'd probably.
Yeah, let's do a real window.
No.
Hurricane.
Dude. He's going to bounce off like a ball.
That's actually very funny, Kevin. Let's do it. How many bounces can I take before the bird's had enough?
I think 3.
No, I can't. Kevin could throw me against that thing 12 times at least.
Full steam?
Yeah, I could do 12.
I like this. Dead by Christmas.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Gotta tell you, I'm really addicted to this next door. Gosh, there's just so much. I get this email. Probably it must be 5 times a day.
Well, they email you, I think, whenever there's an update in your neighborhood. So I get like 4 or 5 a day.
How do I get on this? I wanna get these updates too.
Yeah, you need to get this because I was just reading this one. This has got my attention. The headline says, "Man pleasuring himself outside in Sandalwood Lakes."
Oh my, that's where I live.
And I love this. Listen, it says, yeah, Jaybird lives right there at Sandalwood Lakes.
Damn it.
Intersection of what and what?
I'm gonna get murdered.
At 6:45 a.m., I called the cops on a man who was pleasuring himself by 25th and Shaker. And Shaker. Did the street sign give him an idea?
Well, he thought it was instructions.
Okay, I guess I will.
I'll shake her.
Well, now, was he living at a house and he walked out? Or?
He was at the corner. He was by 25th and Shaker. I'm not sure if they got the guys. I was not about to stick around. Yeah. I know a lot of teens are walking to bus stops around this time, so please be careful. There's a white male in his 40s, possibly.
Gosh, it's really not sounding good for me. Location, the description.
Yeah.
The pattern of behavior. We know you like to shake it.
Yeah, a cop responded to my inquiry, and they said that they've been unable to locate the perpetrator.
Oh, he'll be back.
Yes, but if you're at 45th and Shaker, don't touch the sign.
Don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything around there. It's just, yeah. Yeah. So, again, I was saying earlier when we were doing the Facebook phishing, next door, whatever it might be, make sure you screenshot that stuff because I have been finding as people are sending us, oh, you got to check out this thread. This is a great one. It's disappearing on us. And so I'm going to dead links. So.
Screenshots last forever. Dead links don't.
Boy, don't they ever, Virginia.
Wow, is that the quote of the day?
Yeah, you can use that.
Mm-hmm.
Show me up.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought this is something that was very interesting as well. Carly, earlier in our chat room, was saying, yes, I was born with spina bifida, and I had this surgery after I was born in Tampa 28 years ago. And so she was rallying people in our chat room because if you've been following along to the KVJ show, we've been trying to raise $25,000 so that a friend of the show could get this prenatal surgery for their baby that is going to be born with spina bifida, but the doctors can correct the problem if they can get the money and do the surgery here in the next couple of days. So our deadline for getting the money is tomorrow. We needed the $25,000, and yesterday you probably heard Chick-fil-A on with this, giving us $5,000.
No, CR Chicks.
What was it? Yeah, CR
Wrong
Chicks.
chicken restaurant.
Sorry, CR Chicks.
Yeah, Rick is awesome. They're local, and they're here. They've been here for years.
That guy's a very nice guy.
Super nice guy, super big fans of the show, and just they always help out with little smile stuff. Rick and his team step up. So thank you so much, CR Chicks, for giving us $5,000.
And now you said that the money is at $14,846.
Yeah, I'm refreshing it. Each time I refresh it, it goes up and up. Yeah, almost $15,000 now, guys.
Don't you love refreshing it?
Sorry, $16,000.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yay!
Wow.
So if there is a great business that is out there, like the CR Chicks, and you want to do that, please let us know. That was awesome to do that. If you have kids, you can appreciate how great it is when they come out healthy, and that is one of the biggest concerns. I've been through that before when you were going in, and I remember having struggles with that before. Every single week you go there to the doctors, and just my wife and I one time, every week we just got bad news. You're just like gosh. And so when Cannon was born and he was healthy, you're just like, it is a massive blessing.
It really is. And $25,000, when you think about it, to change this child's quality of life, isn't it worth it?
Yep, of course.
When you think about maybe not having to be in a wheelchair, that's worth $25,000. That's worth any amount.
Any amount you have, you can text to donate. It's easy to do. It is KVJ Surgery 44321. KVJ Surgery to 44321. We've got 1 day left to get the $9,000 that we need to make this procedure possible.
Keep in mind, too, if your business wants to make a charitable donation, it's through Little Smiles. It's 100% tax deductible. So help us help this family. Text KVJ Surgery to 44321.
Well, 1 day to the weekend. You got some good stuff already going on here tonight to kind of get it going on for your Thursday. Florida Panthers, they're doing pretty good. Taking on the Winnipeg Jets tonight at the BB&T Center. You can watch a little NHL action. You've got Nick Jonas is going to be at the Macy's at the Aventura Mall at 6 p.m. tonight with his new fragrance. That should be fun as they got their show at the BB&T Center tomorrow, the Jonas Brothers.
What's going to be better, that cologne or a Pitbull cologne? I'm thinking about trying some of these celebrity colognes.
Let's do a smell off.
I'm in the market for a new cologne.
Oh, yeah? Well, let us know, Jaybird. You do the work. Comedian Paul Mercurio is going to be at the Comedy Club, the Hard Rock, tonight starting through Sunday. Broward County Fair is kicking off at Gulfstream Park and Hallandale Beach tonight, and then Clematis by night, West Palm Beach.
Fun.
Just watch the parking.
Yes. These meter maids love to plug in the wrong plate number.
Still holding on to that, aren't you?
Oh, big time. And you know what? Of course, I keep forgetting each day to deal with it, so I got to write down my calendar right now.
Late fees.
Yes.
But people did bring up a valid point. If they put the number in wrong, it's not your plate.
Yeah, but I got to fight the power, Virginia.
I know you do.
All right, Jaber, give us a thought here before we get to the After the Show podcast.
When you talk, you're only repeating what you already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new.
Oh, I love that. That's good stuff.
Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.